Hey y'all, it's me again, Robin. I'm coming at you again with more grief video. I'm going to continue with the grief series because I want everybody to be aware. I want to help you get through it. And so in this video, we're going to talk about setting boundaries and the guilt that comes with it. So, and this is something that I went through. So have you ever felt guilty um, for having to say, I can't do this no more? Whether it's with, doing something for your families, for your children, um, whatever the case may be. But you just want to try to keep things up. And you just finally say, I can't do this anymore. But you feel a guilt because because you are saying it now. Well, that's what I want to talk about today. Setting boundaries and the guilt that comes with it, and how we're going to get through this. And yes, this is part of grief. Now everybody's not going to go through the same thing, but definitely a lot of people go through guilt after losing a loved one. So I was overwhelmed. After my husband passed away, I was very overwhelmed because I was helping people. I was helping my adult children, financially, emotionally, but mainly financially. And it was just becoming too much for me. And it's not like my children were taking advantage of me. No, they were not taking advantage of me, but it was the lifestyle that they were used to, that my husband had gotten them used to. So, I was helping them out with some financial things that my husband had started. And, that's just what he did. So after he passed away, I was trying to keep up this lifestyle, trying to continue to help them do things. But it was so stressful for me and overwhelming for me. When I tell you, I was like, I can't do this no more. And I know that I was doing it out of guilt. I was doing it out of guilt because I'm like, well, this is what they used to. This is what their dad gave them. This is what happened. So I'm going to be the one to stop it. So no, I kept it up for a long time. I'm helping them financially with a few things, and not a few things, a lot of things. And it was really messing with my life. It was messing with my life. And I wasn't free to do certain things. And so I just finally said, y'all, I can't do this anymore. So I had to set boundaries. And it took me a long time. It did. It took me a long time to set the boundary, but I did it. I didn't want to do it because, like I said, it was what they was used to. That's what their dad had. Um, that's what their dad had established. That's what he did. He wanted to do certain things for them, but I'm not their dad. I don't, it's just me now. So I told them, I said, look, we're going to have to change up some things. And they took it very well. Like, they're not users or anything like that, but it's just what they were used to. We were continuing on life like it was when Dad was here. And they were continuing on like with life. But me, I was like, whew, this is a little bit much. This is a little bit too much for a sister. But when I told them and I laid down, how we was going to start doing things, they accepted it very well. No pushback. Just I have wonderful children. And so I realized that I was doing this out of guilt. I know it was the guilt, trying to keep up life the way it was. But you know what? It's a new life. I don't have that same life anymore. And if you're going through it, you lost a loved one, you may try to keep up things the way it was, things the way they were. But you know what? If it begins to be too much, you're going to have to just, look out for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself, because if you continue to sacrifice and do these things and it's a burden on you, you're going to prolong the grieving process. The whole point of the grieving process is for us to heal from what we're going through, heal from losing someone. We don't want to stay stuck back there. And then when you're doing things the way they were, you're staying stuck back there. So you have to, do like I did and realize this is not my life anymore. And you have to tell people, look, I can't do it anymore. Set the boundaries. And so look, it worked. I told them everything worked out. And it's nothing wrong with that. You have to take care of yourself before you could take care of anyone else. And it's okay. The new life, embrace it. You got to heal. Healing. That's the whole point of grieving, healing. So look, if you're feeling like that, maybe you supporting someone emotionally and you don't have the emotional energy, or you're supporting someone financially and you don't have the financial means, but you're doing it because out of habit, it's what you're used to. You're doing it out of guilt because it's what you're used to. Stop it. Stop it. And guess what? I feel so good now. I feel so free. I feel so free, and I feel like I'm healing even more and more and more. So that's what I want for you. That's the video for today. Of course, I love you guys. I'm praying for you. Pray for me, and we're going to get through this together. Bye.